now that that little situation is sorted out, it's driving me crazy. We have 3 landless sons now. As I say, hopefully any more sons that come of age shouldn't give us any further penalties, but we are slightly losing prestige. So my son Zachariah is asking for his own place to govern. Not on your Nelly. We don't have enough places to go around. Any factions coming up? No, sort of. We've got Lower Crown Authority, Prince Godwin for England, Independence, nothing too strong. Okay, so here's Arthur. He came of age and got the Thrifty Clerk, which isn't one of the best traits to get. Midas Touched is the best trait to get when it comes to stewardship, so he, after all that promise, I was hoping that he would get this trait of me, which would have been Charismatic Negotiator. It might have given him a bigger boost towards diplomacy, but it's still decent. 13, 14, 14, 2 and 9. Ambrose is 7, 22, 9. More military and more scheming. Probably better stats for a ruler, to be honest with you. Maybe if he employs Arthur as one of his councilmen. Oh, look at that! He's had a son, and he's named him George, after his father. You do me a great honour, son. You do me a great honour. Yeah, so maybe employ him. It's kind of weird. He's got mediocre stats, but nothing nothing major. Like, he excels in military, William excels in diplomacy, Zachariah excels in military, and he is rather all-rounded, an all-rounder in the top 3, and poor in that. But almost like a letdown here. We were expecting big things, and it seems a bit odd now that he hasn't boosted one particular stat with his main trait here. Never mind. What can you do, you see? Sometimes you look good as a youngster, and then when you become an adult, you just don't quite live up to it. That's Lower Crown Authority faction has disbanded. He's been released and he's been imprisoned again. Ha ha ha! We like to tease you. Yes, we do. Right. Intermittently, I will regularly click on the plot icon just to see if anything crops up of interest. For instance, if the Count of Devon changes, he has a good opinion of me, but if, say, his son becomes the Count of Devon and he doesn't like me or I don't like him, a plot may occur which will allow us to revoke the County of Devon, which would be awesome because... oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, see, my wife dead. Okay. Which means that we could take the title Count of Devon without having to go to war, which we can't do with the High Crown Authority. So there is still opportunity for expansion. So she's avoiding me. On the rare occasions when we meet, it's turned from love-filled evenings to argument and disagreement. Oh, she wants to end the relationship. No more children? I think no more children actually would be a blessing. I've gone into retirement now. I'm 40. I've had enough children, thank you. So yes, we can part as friends. That's fine with me. If I have any more children, I'm going to, as I say, we'll be lost with what to do with them all. A castle full of screaming kids. And Bella has had a child. My grandson, little Oleg Belovich, who will now be heir to the county. The relationship is getting better. Told you they'll grow to love each other. Father always knows best. You may think he's crazy initially, but in due course he will always look back 60% of the time and say, you know what, my father was right. The wise old man that he was. I'm not called George Cornwall for nothing. A little bit of an increase to technology. Still pursuing this. Oh no, actually I think they're trying to quell this rebellion. No, they're not. This has nothing to do with England. I wonder what happens if this rebellion is successful. Does somebody else become the count? Does it become rebel control? I've never you know what? I've never seen on this. I've been playing this game for a long time now, and I don't recall seeing a successful rebellion. So this has been new to me. If this is successful, as to what happens. Once again, just checking with my vassals. Ah, now we can make use of our honorary title. We'll make him master of the horse. Not because we like him, but simply because if we do that, he promises to pay us some more tax. So, a bit of a bargaining chip. So we should get a slight increase to our income. We've got 200 gold now, which means we can start to look at building the next place here. So I'm going to go for a lone stone wall. And then after that, it will be the fort level that we'll focus on, and we'll finish off probably with one level of Castle Donjon, which increases our levy size and our garrison size, because people have been saying you should start to focus more on raising your levy numbers for the upcoming civil war when King William dies. Okay, so we've got one child now that needs a guardian. It's Henry. I think it is my youngest son. So, in age-old tradition, he's nowhere near any sort of rulership. So we're going to use him as a bargaining chip. So we're going to look at our alliances that we have at the moment, and that's high enough. However, the Duchess of Normandy isn't quite high enough. So if we maybe have her, she's actually good at martial, and she's attractive, so she's got some positive traits. If we have her tutor our son to increase this relationship bonus, it increases the opportunity of her sending us some troops when we finally do go to war with some more of these Welsh counties. So we'll do that. She has no wars at the moment, so we'll request her to educate our little youngest son, who of course is basically like a brother to her, to be honest with you. So she should accept. Yeah, same realm, good opinion of me, and we raise our relationship bonus. Win-win situation. The rebels are causing some problems for the county of... is it Gwent? Yeah, it's Gwent. Uh-oh. Peasants attacking our steward. It's a dangerous job, is the steward. She accepts. So she accepts the tutelage. Increasing the relationship with our ally there. 56, marvellous. So if we call these two to war, to take, for instance, Glamorgan when we finally fabricate a claim, he's increased our relationship with the new Pope. Marvellous. So things are looking good for George. Things are looking good. His people, his councillors doing what they need to do. His sons and daughters turning out to be chips off the old block and, you know, decent people. Nobody seems to be trying to stab him in the back, as of yet. So it's all good. No factions, no plots, no upstarts. That could change if they became vassals, of course. If they became vassals and I give pieces of land, they might start getting a little bit of a few ideas above their stations, but whilst they are not my direct vassals, they've really got nothing to complain about, other than the fact that they want to govern a fief of their own. That's their only concern. King, how are you doing? Still kicking on there? Oh, he's been maimed. He's probably been maimed in this crusade, and that is not good for an elderly person to become maimed. That is not good at all. He's gonna have to watch himself out there. This is not healthy. You're 60, what was he, 60 odd? 68? You really should be leaving the fighting to your minions, my lord. And even, even I've been wounded now. This Flaming Crusade is costing more than it's worth. Curses! Wounded isn't as bad as maim, though. If this kills me, I'll be mortified. I've got a scar on my face, look at that. No doubt when he returns, fingers crossed if he does return in one piece, this will be a war story he tells his grandkids. Little George Jr., when I was out there in the field of battle in deep dark Jerusalem, a nasty heathen came across with a big sword and chopped me in the face. Anyway, my daughter Grace is marrying the Duke of Somerset, thus giving us an alliance. Marvellous. Oh, what's this? Of course! And there you go. So that cements us a third alliance. Unfortunately, we have no children to send across to him to boost relations, so it'll have to do at 36. I don't know why it does this. I think it's a glitch. He says that he doesn't want to get married to her, but he's already married to her. I think it's because that message is in relation to the betrothal, but it's declined because he's already married her, because he suggested it. It's kind of weird situation. But yeah, she's definitely gone. You can see that. She's definitely married to him. So it's all good. And technically speaking, if they have any children, maybe the alliance would stick. We'll have to see how it happens. Oh, Belda's had another child. Oh, something's happened. Something's happened, the relationship's got worse again. There we go. She's still only the Countess of one place, so yeah. Right. Who else is married? They've still only got the one child. William, still waiting for his betrothed to come of age very shortly. He got married. Are they no children yet? Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Arthur needs to get married. We were so disappointed at his the rather dramatic fashion that he came out sort of average after showing such great promise that we forgot to marry him off. Right. Okay. Now, if we just take a quick look at the realm tree, I know we're not usually. I don't really need any more alliances, but I suppose if there are any others that we can make use of, it wouldn't be too bad to try it out. Richard is a Duke of Flanders, a Duke of Normandy, Gloucester, Kent. We're not allied with Kent yet. Has he got any sort of daughters that might be useful to us here? Let's have a look. Duchess Herleva of Anjou. Oh, she's already married. That's no use to us. We have a young Judith de Contville. Same mother? No, different mother. But still, is she still a de Conville? What's he? He's a de Contville. She's a de Contville. She's not a bastard child. She's fairly average. Ambitious, deceitful, wrathful. But it would cement us an alliance with the Duke of Kent. Whom, do we like him? He likes us, so that's good enough for me. Seeing as our son Arthur hasn't anything special about him, I suppose a regular marriage. We just take a quick look if there's anybody of oh, Duchess of Meissen. Marrying her, he would be off and gone, out of our hair, which we don't really need because he's not a problem to us. But do we marry for an alliance, or do we marry him into nobility? Well, we love him to bits. 92 is our relationship, 87, 92. I think we'll marry him off to a duchess. Give him a little bit of not much, but a bit of prestige. fact, it's not even matrilineal. So any children they have will be of House Fleming, which is weird for duchesses to allow that to happen, but anyway. Strange. Normally, as I say, duchesses want matrilineal marriages because they want their children to be part of their house. So if that is the case, then, and she does accept, any children they have will be of House Fleming, and they would become heirs to the to this dukedom. Technically, they will become heirs to the duchy of here, but they will be of my dynasty. So would then, does that mean that if they become let me get my head around this. If their children together become House Fleming and they take over this land, does that mean that this becomes part of mine? They will be my vassals? Let me know, people, if that's right. Because if they're, as I say, it wasn't a matrilineal marriage, so there'll be the House Fleming would be the children. We finally, we've healed, but we've got a scar. It's not a bad thing. So yeah, technically speaking, then, if they are of House Fleming and they take over this land, this duchy, then as part of House Fleming, then surely they would become my vassals. What they can't do is be a duke, and I'm a duke, so it doesn't make sense. I'm getting maybe just an ally. I'm not sure. It's weird. I've never come across this before. Straight. What's happening here? More troops raised. So another betrothed, another alliance. This time with the Prince Richard of Flanders. His daughter's come of age. How's she looking? Pretty spiffing. In the stats range, I'm saying. Oh, not very good. But anyway, it's an alliance I want, so crack on with it, please. Lovely. Scotland here, there's still this war going on, there's still pressing this 12% in favour of Earl Alpin. Yes, he accepts, which means we have ourselves another alliance. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 alliances of people that we can call to war. 2 needed a bit of work, but 2 have a decent opinion, so if we go to war with any of these counties in here, we should have at least one of them accept an invite to help us out. We can summon about 500 troops, which isn't too shabby, but still not massively secure when it comes to victory. 1104, still a few years to go until we actually get full control of that. See, Duchess Emma dead. Wouldn't quite go that far. Still out leading troops. King will be maimed forever. And I have a nasty scar on my face. Oh, the joys. But it gives me a little bit of prestige, which might go towards my landless son penalties. Of course, because I've married Arthur away to a duke, he no longer is affecting the penalty. So it's just technically speaking, William and Zachariah that are the 2 landless sons now that are affecting me. But we're still getting positive prestige, so it's not an issue at all, really.